Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom live two boys that know all the answers to absolutely nothing. So strap yourselves in because it's about to get weird. You're now listening to the Lemon Squeezers Podcast.
Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Lemon Squeezers Podcast. The best, worst comedy podcast in the mother trucking world.
This is an illegal download. Please head over to Patreon.
I'm still...
What?
I don't know what's happening here, but
There's
I
nothing
can
wrong.
hear several of me.
Pass your headphones. Check my ones out. Welcome back, people. If you're new on YouTube, no, it's fine.
Hello.
I just think we
I
just
how
don't
you
use
said,
headphones.
no,
so-
it's fine, but I hadn't even spoken yet.
Go on.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, it's the same as mine. No, you're cushy. I think it's because we don't use headphones. If you're new from YouTube, don't be a mug and go back.
Press
Give us
that
a
like.
chance. Give us a chance. You don't know what you've come across. You might find a good friend in us at some point.
You might find a good friend that you can just like have a sleepover with and just, you know, really like spoon and just like really like just share your secrets to.
That's it. We are two English blokes. We've not known each other for that long. Grand scheme of things.
Two English blokes, 98 episodes in.
98 episodes in, and this is my foot. I got really...
Wow.
Yeah. I cut my nails earlier on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought I'll get them out.
And the other, you was flaunting them.
Get them out.
Oh, okay. Just for the for the feet boys out there.
Just the feet boys, yeah. There's probably loads of them out there.
The Tootsie
Like
Warriors.
yourself. So that loves a bit of foot.
No,
Loves it.
I appreciate feet. Right. not male feet though. Lee, how's it going?
It's going very well. I'm in a good mood today.
Good.
No news, but just in a good mood.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit worried right now because I can hear two of myself, and it's really throwing me. I just don't want to get to the end of this recording, and it sounds weird. There has to be something going on here.
No.
Hello.
Absolutely nothing going on.
Hello.
I think it's because the headphones are not very loud. So you're hearing your own voice and your voice in here.
Maybe.
That's what it is. It's not as loud as it used to be.
Hello. Yeah, it's not loud. Why is it not loud?
Because you can't go too loud to through the... If you're new here, we need a sound guy that works for free. And if you're that fella,
Well, we'll take anything
we'll take anything.
that works for free. Sound
Anything.
guy, designer.
That's it. If you're homeless, doesn't matter. You can still come out sound guy.
But you have to wash. Because this room smells like fermented egg as
It's
it
almost
is.
like a nutsack. Yeah. So yeah, everything's good on my behalf.
Everything good.
Everything good, yeah.
What's been happening then this week? Any gossip?
News this week.
Let me rack my brains.
Yeah, I know you've got news. I know what we're building up to here.
I know.
I thought you were a house owner this week.
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. There's no change from last week, apart from I'm just even more skint.
Even more skin.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's had to pay a solicitor this week. Is that what it is?
Yes.
How much was that? Don't mind me asking.
I'm not saying on fucking...
Well, it's be the same for most people. It's just a standard
Nah.
solicitor fee, right?
Nah, because there's stamp
What do you mean?
duties involved as well.
Yeah, I'm not asking you stamp duty. I said, what? There's a solicitor
I can't remember what the solicitor was.
The reason I asked you that, it just seems like waste of money. Like you have to pay somebody to buy a product.
Yeah.
That's like having a solicitor when you buy an iPhone. It's just fucking irrelevant. Damn it, I swore already. How many minutes in was that? 4?
I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? But I suppose you need them. Like it'd be a lot to try and buy a house just off your own back.
Well, what they're trying to do, I know there is a company at the moment that every new house that they build, you get the NFT of it. So when you own the house, you get the NFT and it become a deed. So you buy the NFT that is linked with the house. So the plan is you don't need a solicitor anymore. The contract is already written in the NFT from the very beginning.
That's a bit mental, that.
That is mad, isn't it?
That is a bit mad.
Yeah. Welcome to the NFT podcast. It's not, though.
Well, we know nothing about NFTs,
No.
but we buy them anyway.
We buy them anyway.
But yeah, so that's happening tomorrow.
You
So
have some, right?
Yeah.
Stick them on the wall.
I should do, actually.
Why have we not done that?
Because I've got a Top Dog. For those of you that don't know, I've got a Top Dog beach club, right? It's not the most expensive. Like, a lot of their prices have fallen recently, but I love it. Like, it's a good one. And the people seem like nice people who run it.
How much are they?
And they're English as well, which is always a plus.
Hey, big old racist over here. Why do you support the project? Because it's English, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you got to back your own, haven't you? You got to back your own.
Yeah, it's because it's like a bulldog, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's really.
My one's called Mickey Blue Eyes.
Nice.
He's purple with blue eyes. For those who didn't know.
Nice.
But yeah, you can search him up, have a little look at him, people. Mickey Blue Eyes on OpenSea. Yeah, I might stick him on the wall, actually. That'd be quite a nice.
How much are they? Because I might just get one. Just for
I don't know how much they are now. Well, actually, I think the floor price was 0.1 now.
right.
I think I got mine for 0.16. But I've got.
I might get one. I might just get one.
Do it.
I might get one because it'd be my side.
You
your
can
side,
name
my
them
side.
as well. You can name them.
My side, your side, and then we'll just get one each. All right, sweet. Let's do that. Turn that into one. So yeah, other than that, what's the crack? What's been going on in Zach's world?
Well, yeah, not a lot really. I've booked work off on Monday. I'm spending all the weekend in my new house. I'm not sure where we're going to.
Like realizing, holy shit, it's made from polystyrene. What have we done? What have we done?
Well, the last time we went in there, no one had ever been. There was a big hatch in the floor downstairs. It was obviously a basement or some either a basement or something, a void in the floor,
Yeah.
whatever. And no one had ever been in there the whole time.
Yeah.
Obviously, people had years ago, but like showing us around, no one knew how to get in there, or no one tried to. So I brought some Allen keys with me, undone it, and there's like a whole basement.
But why is it blocked off like that though?
Don't know.
Have you seen?
It was rented out before.
Have you seen that that TV show on Netflix and it's called You?
Yeah.
Just put a glass box down there.
Hello, you. Oh yeah.
Put a glass box down there.
Yeah.
If you're doing an Airbnb, that'd actually be a quality idea. Put a glass box. Obviously, they can't get into it, and it'll be a little bit spooky. No, that's a really terrible idea. Don't do it.
Well, you see these things like where people put like skeletons in the foundations of their house,
Yeah.
like for people to find years later,
Yeah.
which is quite a good idea. But it just takes me back to that idea of doing if somehow I get buckets of money where I can just buy a house, I'm making a haunted house for people to come and stay in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that is a good business plan. Start writing it, boy.
Cheers, mate.
And I've actually got some stuff that I've been writing down on my notes.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like I need to improve as a podcaster. If you're still here, we've got a Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe and get involved. You can send some comments to our Instagram at Lemon Squeezes Pod. I think I smashed that for the first time.
What? Oh,
I actually got it right for the first time. So I've been looking at what National Day is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Remembrance Day.
What?
But apparently it's National Remembrance
No,
Day.
that's on Sunday, isn't it?
Well, apparently it's today.
Is it?
Yeah, unless we do that whole thing in London on Sunday. Apparently it's Remembrance Day. So where
I don't know. It might be.
does that mean just war or everything?
Well, just remember everything, like the shopping you forgot last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also Veteran Day.
Yeah.
And it's National Sunday Day.
It's National Sunday Day, as in like a Sunday ice cream.
Yeah.
So where are they?
I don't like ice cream.
You don't like ice cream?
I just pulled out just like two of them, just melted.
I'm sure we spoke
I've been
about
here for
this.
4 hours.
I know it was on the worst desserts, wasn't it?
Worst desserts, yeah.
I'm not bringing up the desserts.
I like to try the Rocky, but anyway, we're starting to go off. But yeah, it's National Remembrance Day. Is anything you want to talk about that
Anything that I want to remember?
want to remember?
I'd like to remember
Content for a podcast.
our first episode.
Yeah.
All right, should we remember that?
Yeah. All right, let's go back. Let's speak about that.
So
It was a restaurant one, wasn't it?
it was a restaurant one over in the corner of the restaurant. Remember the original table
Yeah.
in the far corner.
Yeah. I think the first one was at the front of the restaurant. I got a feeling it was near the windows.
It might have been.
I got a feeling it might have
No,
been.
it weren't.
There was one there, though.
Huh?
There was one there, though.
Yeah, we did do one there. But it was in the far, as you come in the doors, it was in the far right-hand corner.
Yeah.
I get such a good feeling when I think about it. Like a similar sort of thing I get is like when I smell my controller on PlayStation. Yeah, this is weird. Like if I put my controller up to my face and I can smell it. For some reason, it really reminds me of being about 15 or 14 and playing FIFA Ultimate Team. Like back in the day, like with all the boys. I don't know why, but I get a really like warm feeling when I think of it, like good times. Yeah.
Right.
Another one is like when I think about playing Fortnite with my mates like Dan and whatever. Like when we first started playing it, like that's a really good time when I first started streaming. Like quality
It was.
times.
I think it was one of the best times of my life then.
What the
Like to start off Fortnite.
yeah.
I don't know what
quality.
it was. I think I was single at the time for about a 6-month period, and it was just.
That's a lie. Lee's only ever single for 24 hours.
No, I was. We broke up for 6 months. That was our record. And I remember just like playing Fortnite all the time with just family and some friends and that. And it was just, it was good.
That was good times.
Quality
man.
times.
What's the like? You just said that's the record of like how long you broke up. What's the shortest amount of time?
Probably fucking like 3 hours or something. Probably.
Who ended it?
Probably me, yeah.
And who got back with you? Did you get back with her as well? You ended
Probably.
it and come back and
I don't
asked
really
her
know
out
what
again.
happened. I get very suffocated and I was like, fuck this. Then I just walk out. And then it's not as easy to walk away anymore.
That's called
Well, I
going
don't want
for
to
a
walk
walk.
away. Obviously, you want to stand up, but yeah.
Oh dear.
So you used to smell your
Yeah, no,
PlayStation.
just like little
controller.
things like remind me of certain times. I don't know why it just reminds me of
Just
being
hand sweat. Just
being a
Lick it.
young sweaty boy playing games and not worrying about anything else apart from how I was going to get £5 from my dad's credit card into my FIFA Ultimate Team account. But yeah, like that, and then like a similar thing is like the start of the podcast, like being in the restaurant. I don't know. I get a good vibe from it again. Like one of those happy memories. Like if this podcast stopped today, it'll then go into my bank of memories of things that I look back and I'm like, oh, that was good times.
we should do that before Christmas.
What?
Possibly. Shall we do it next week?
What?
If the restaurant's not open, shall we go for 99 and revisit to where it began, and then we do 100?
Yeah.
Do you think that would be quite a nice idea?
Yeah, that would be quite a nice idea.
And we're just talking shit. Oh, you know what's going to happen? We're just going to get there and be like, this is fucking
This
shit.
is shit.
The fucking alarm, the fridges.
Oh, yeah.
We're just sitting there and we're like, have we just suddenly got
The alarm.
so much worse? No, let's not do that.
I don't know.
Let's do it on the 1000th episode or something.
How long is that?
Well, it's 10 times the distance we just done, I guess, isn't
So
it?
we'll be 50.
No. No way. We've done 100 and we've aged like 2 years.
We've aged
Like 2 years. So if we do like,
That's such a weird way of saying it.
we've done 100 and we've aged 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. 200, 4 years. 300, 6 years. 400, 8. Whoa. I've miscounted it. What's that? 8 years?
That's if we stay at our...
Yeah, 1,000 it'll be 20 years.
No.
100 is 2 years.
No. Are you serious? Holy shit.
Unless we start churning out 4 podcasts a week like Joe Rogan did.
That makes you feel sick.
20 years.
That makes you feel sick, literally.
I wonder if we'll crack it in 20 years. Don't shake your head.
2 years has been hard enough. But 50...
Yeah, well, I'm going to close my eyes. Will we crack it within 20 years? Oh.
I don't know if that's very positive or not. I don't know. It feels negative.
Yeah, I'm not...
It feels kind of like you kind of have a joke. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah. I was expecting this, to be honest, but...
Yeah, in 20 years.
well.
I'm still here from YouTube.
But yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Making it this far.
Well done. Drop a like, all right, and subscribe if you're new. And tell your friends.
And send us a picture of your mum for some reason. Just send it to that Lemon Squeeze pod,
Ashley done that before, didn't he?
Yeah. This guy.
Sent us a picture of his mum for us to rate on the podcast. I mean, that's dedication there.
That was.
Strange, but I like it at the same time. I'm not going to knock a geezer that puts his mum out there on the front line.
On the front line to just
to take shots.
Just the middle of the bukkake there.
She was the inspiration for the logo.
She was, yeah. That's how it all started with that.
That big old tongue.
Who's this woman? Who's this woman in Weatherspoons? Wait, when's your birthday?
January, why?
So next year you're not 30 next year, is it?
I don't like how you went from
after.
Weatherspoons to talking about my birthday. Like, is that what you're going to try and lure me into a Weatherspoons?
We're going for breakfast, isn't it? We're going for breakfast.
Oh, do you know what though? Weatherspoons. I want nothing against Weatherspoons, purely because when I used to stay away, we were staying in Edinburgh, and we'd go Thursday night before we drove back home, like late that night. Thursday night, we'd go and get a curry in Weatherspoons, and it was banging. But Weatherspoons breakfast can literally fall off the face of the earth, and no one would give a shit. It tastes like arse. The eggs Benedict, fuck it off.
I've not had a bad experience, but then I've not eaten in that many Weatherspoons.
Yeah, but you ain't got
a
sense of taste either.
Nah, the one I used to live near was all right. It was just all right.
Oh, it tastes like arse.
The only time I ever have them is when I'm with the lads or something, and we've gone away for the weekend or something like that. That's how we end up in Weatherspoons. But Weatherspoons is very it's not actually that good, is it?
No.
It's just
cheap alcohol.
It's not that good. I don't find Weatherspoons has a very nice experience. So for you that don't know what Weatherspoons is, it's just this pub chain in the UK. It's just legendary, really. But it's not great either.
Something you can do in a Weatherspoons, which I've seen people doing on Twitter, is if you go to a Weatherspoons and put your table number and what one you're at, I can buy you a drink and they'll bring it to your table from wherever I am.
Yeah.
Because I see some begs on Twitter and doing it.
Yeah. I've used the app. I always used to use the app, like downstairs. But like in the one I used to go to, it was £2.49 for a fryer.
Oh.
£2.49. It was like one sausage, one egg, one like that sort of shit. But
you can imagine like what that kitchen looks like.
Once, I used to have business meetings in there.
In Weatherspoons?
Yeah, because it was so cheap. It's like what I used to do was get coffee refills and just sit there for about 5 hours. It costs like £1.50 per person.
Just buzzing off your head.
Yeah.
Joe, something I've done the other week, talking about business meetings. Like when, obviously, I do plumbing in like restaurants and stuff, and all the clients were walking around with the the building manager, whatever it is, blah blah blah. But basically, like they were all sitting around a table with their croissants and like loads of pastries that someone had brought them in the morning and their coffees or whatever. Their meeting was done, and they all left site. And they left pastries on the table.
Yeah.
So I went over and we was eating their pastries, and I was thinking, God, we are the scum of the earth.
No, that's fine. I think that's a good thing to do.
It is.
That's the right thing.
But I felt like a rat, been scurrying around the site waiting for him to piss off to have a free croissant.
My parents have got this restaurant, right? And they do buffets for kind of wakes.
Yeah.
For wakes.
Yeah.
My dad he doesn't have that part in his personality or his head or his brain that he feels awkwardness. He does not feel it. So
I know. From
he
when
does not have
when
that
he comes and opens
element.
the door.
He's got a part missing that we all naturally have, and this guy just does not have it. He will walk over to the buffet, his hands in his pockets, not even subtle, and just look at the buffet, take one hand out, grab a Scotch egg, throw it in the air, catch it in his mouth, and then get a sandwich and just walk off.
Say what, R.I.P.
And not even hide it. Not even hide. So these people are paid for the buffet for the owner to come along and eat it
That is a liberty.
in the middle of a wake.
That is a liberty.
In the middle of a wake.
What a...
No, he does.
R.I.P.
He throws it in and then grabs a sandwich and looks out the window and just stands there with it. And we're just like, when we first opened, I was like, Dad, you cannot stand there like that.
What do they do?
He don't even wear a suit, nothing. He's literally scruff. He's quite a scruffy type of guy. And he looks like he looks lost. Like, he looks like he was a part of... He looks like he'd come for the funeral.
What? He's the dead one?
Yeah, well, after that. No, I just... Yeah. If I saw that guy at my service, I'd be like, this guy's mad. But people find it hilarious.
Yeah,
Customers don't actually care. That's the thing.
I can imagine a lot of people, like a lot of laid-back people, like would find it funny. I feel like,
Yeah.
like, but then it's the ones where you get where you take yourself too serious. I was thinking this at work that I don't know why I didn't ask it, but the geezer I was working with, I was going to say, how much? Like, we're working in Liverpool Street, yeah, so it's busy, like all these people walking past. I was like, how much? Like, would you for 10 grand for an hour? You got to stand out here and you got to say to every woman, get your boobs out. Yeah. Obviously, in this day and age, it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
But I feel like a majority of them wouldn't say anything and might even find it funny. Majority.
Yeah.
But then you'd say it to that one.
Yeah.
That would just,
feminist.
the one that would just hunt you down.
Yeah. See, I've got a filter on me where I sort of have that natural respect there, but some people just don't have that respect barrier, and they say what they want. And I have seen reactions that are surprisingly calm. You think, what?
Yeah.
Like I was watching this YouTuber, and all he was doing was farting in public, right? And he just fart in public, and go, and then shout out, "Girls,
I think I've seen it.
girls, it's something to do with a barbecue or something." He goes, "What do you think of that barbecue?" And they just look at him like shocked for a slight second that it's happened, and they walk away laughing.
Yeah.
Like,
but then,
but if a bloke done that to you,
oh, I'd laugh my head off.
I'd find it funny, but I'd find it very weird.
Yeah,
I'd be
obviously.
like, I wouldn't be rude about it, but I'd be like, that geezer's a fucking idiot. Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? I think girls actually find a lot of things funny that you don't actually think that they would find.
I mean, but
Do you get what I mean?
if they're with like another person, like it's always, I feel like it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to be funny. Like if you're with your mate and it happens, when you're on your own, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like if you just farted, like I've seen the video, like of this kid's doing it. It is funny.
He's just laying on a grass or something, isn't it? Is that the one?
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
girls, what do you think of that barbecue or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck? And they're laughing. But when, like, if you do it one-on-one, it's a bit of a different situation. I feel like then it's a little bit like, oh my God, rapist.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, there's just something not right in this geezer's head.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Farting. What did you just say a minute ago?
I just told that story.
Yeah, no.
But Dad doesn't have that awkwardness. Is it something to do with that?
No, it was something funny. I can't remember what it was. Fuck. Oh, it does my head in, that. Oh, well.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, that's that then.
But yeah, my daddy's someone that just doesn't feel that awkwardness. Like, he's one of those guys that will complain and he doesn't give a fuck.
Like
as well.
what? Like
he's
what?
not like horrible, but he does not give a fuck. Like even if he's the type of restaurant owner that'll kick you out. Don't give a fuck.
The customer's not always
if
right.
you don't like it, fuck off. That's basically his attitude, of everything. And but like as
no swearing's going alright, to be fair.
as a kid, I've already fucked it, so don't worry about it. And like, I'm disappointed in myself. Maybe at episode 200, I'm better. But fuck it.
Lee, stop! Come on, go. Clean slate.
As kids, I used to have a yard, and lorries would pull in the wrong yard sometimes, and so they'd have to turn around in the yard and then leave. And he didn't used to like that, so he used to run out across the yard and just fucking lock him in with a padlock, and then go back in his office.
Well, he'd lock the lorries in.
He just locked the lorry in. So there's a guy in there. He's like, "Can you let me out?" He's like, "It's not." So Dad's like, "It's not your yard." So he's like, "What do you want?" He said, "Like, you can wait here 15 minutes. Like, you want to come in and take the piss, then I'll lock you in for 15 minutes."
Oh,
and so these drivers were just like, "Do you know what to do?" They didn't know what to do. He used to have a baseball bat down the side of his desk, and so when there was drama, he used to run out there with a baseball bat all the time and stuff. And like he was one of these. I don't really know why I'm saying this, but he's one of those old school business owners.
Yeah.
That have like punched his staff and that in like like punched his.
Fucking hell.
He's literally what he used to do, because everyone used to be scared of him at our family business, and he used to walk out the office and he had like these big steps that come out in the yard, and he'll stand on the top step and he'll just shout the name of the person that he wanted. And he had a megaphone at one point. Stephen! The whole yard. Everyone used to like to poke their heads up, and Steve would just run out the back of a coach and run across the whole yard. And then he'd go, "All right," and go back in the office. That's it. That's not even a made up story. That was generally what he used to do with stuff like that.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to cope, I don't think. I struggle with people like that
I hate
have that no filter
confrontation stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
he doesn't have that.
Like, that's what I'm like.
He got banned from a restaurant because he threatened to beat up the manager once, because they had chopped a scallop in half and said it was 2 scallops. Like, they sliced it in half, and then he was like, "That's 1 scallop," and then it went back and forth for ages, and then he threatened to beat up the manager. Then he got banned from the restaurant.
Where was it?
It's a place in Brentwood called Mary Green Manor.
Oh, I don't know.
It's just like fine dining restaurant, whatever. Yeah, he got kicked out of that.
Was you there?
I wasn't there though. No, I wasn't there. But that was his favourite restaurant.
Oh dear.
Have you got any parent stories?
No. My dad's like, I don't think he could be any more laid back. Like, I don't know. He wouldn't do something like that. He's probably the complete opposite in terms of that. Like, he's like me. Like, I avoid confrontation like massively. Like, I don't know. It's just not worth the egg most of the time. I feel like if something's wrong with the food, I think fuck yeah, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Nah, not anything like that. I'm trying to think if all places being kicked out of. We got kicked out of somewhere. My mate threw a glass off the top. He was pissed at his head. He just, whenever he's drunk, he just can't control himself. He's not like it at all. You know him. But we was off the top on a really high building in London, and he just threw his glass off the edge. Like, and we was all like, "Oh my god, like,
that's dangerous."
Yeah,
it's really dangerous.
It was like, you could kill someone. And then next thing you know, like the securities all come up and chucking us out. But you're just like,
I feel like Tapas.
No.
I feel like that's something he would do.
He's funny. He's so funny. But no, it's Tommy.
Right.
But he'll be ashamed if he ever is this. He'll be devastated. He's like, he acts a certain way when he's drunk, and like we all laugh our heads off. And then when you bring it up when he's sober, he hates it. Like,
why?
Just because he's embarrassed.
Fair enough.
But he's funny.
We've all done weird things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, not quite throw a glass off a building, but
no, I've never tried to kill anyone.
What have I done? I don't think We've all done weird things. I just can't. What's the weirdest thing stupid thing you've done? And at the moment, you think, why the fuck did I... Like, at the moment, you didn't think nothing of it. But then when you look back on it, you're like, why did I do that?
I don't know. I can't think of anything like off the top of my head. I do think of things like sometimes, like, just sometimes like when I'm going to be walking to work or something, and something will pop up in my head and I think, oh, God, it makes me cringe thinking that I ever done that. And then like, I don't want to think about it anymore.
I find that happens more the older I'm getting. I've seen to looking back on a lot of things.
Yeah, because like, probably you didn't think it was bad back then.
No, but now I'm thinking I could have done that way better. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
But then you don't know, we don't know. Like you're
Yeah.
just doing your own shit. But no, I don't think there's not many things that I'm not ashamed of anything. I don't, there's not really been a situation where I'm like, that was just terrible of me. I don't.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't done something like that.
No. No, I don't know.
But then it makes you feel better when your stories are not that bad compared to some people's. You think, oh, thank fuck for that. Do you get what I mean? You go, oh, Jesus, like,
Yeah.
actually, my stories are not, whew.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
I find it so hard to think of things like off the spot. Some people can just like reel off stuff they've done. I don't know. I don't really
I'm sorry,
think
you
of
got to
it.
jog my memory though. That's the thing. I've got a lot of stories, but you've got to jog it. Like, I'm not just going to come up with it.
Yeah. Getting bummed.
Yeah, I'm getting bummed.
Huh?
Getting bummed, yeah. I do know someone end up doing gay porn secretly. And he still won't admit it, but like people got evidence.
Really?
It was literally videos of gay porn. Like,
What? Him in gay porn?
yeah. Well, a part of it, yeah.
What, getting bummed?
Not quite like that. I haven't actually seen it. I kind of avoid the subject when people talk about it because he's like part of the group. I'm not very close with him either, so it doesn't really bother me too much, the story, but I feel that if it's something personal to him, like he's having that event, I think he's got a life he's hiding.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'd rather not know much about it to respect his approach on it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you get what I mean by it?
He's got to be gay though.
Well, I would have thought so, yeah.
You
So
got to be.
there's a couple. I'm not going to go right into it. I don't know if you're ever going to listen to this. If it is, that's the end of our relationship now, isn't it? But I spoke to him in years. But there's
Do I know him?
nah.
Oh.
There's do I show you stuff? No,
Dude, you
no,
know
no,
so
no.
many gay people. You love gay
No,
people.
well, it's not. I know a lot of people though, so there's bound to be some gay. That's what I'm saying. There are.
Well, I'm not
I
a
don't-
recluse. Like that.
There's only.
I do know people.
There's what? Yeah, I don't know that many gay people. Only.
I don't know. I feel like it's like every
Nah.
time you talk about someone, you're like, oh yeah, he's gay. Or he's gay. Oh,
No,
that is
I
gay.
went to school with a bunch of guys that come out gay, but I don't speak to none of them. But
Yeah.
apart from one of them, one was one of my friends, obviously, and
Yeah.
he's so not gay, like when you speak to him and that. But then this other guy, I feel like he's stuck in a closet and don't want to mention it. Very manly type of guy.
Yeah, well, it must be hard.
Yeah, well, it must be. It must be devastating because you don't know if his whole family are really homophobic. Like, how do you?
Oh yeah.
How do
What
you?
would you reckon what your dad would be like if you come out gay?
He won't be upset. I mean, inside he will, but he won't. I don't think he'll show it. It would just be like, oh, okay, like you got to do what you got to do, innit?
Yeah.
Gobble some of that.
Inside, you will.
Inside, well, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Like if your son is gay,
I don't think we can say that anymore.
but I don't know. I think it's because you expect them to go on and have a family and like I
Yeah,
think
of course. There's like
there's a family tradition. It's nothing wrong with being gay, but I think
you start thinking like, oh, I'm never gonna have.
a part of you is gonna.
Grandkids.
Yeah, the thing is, if you've got like your own wife and kids and things, and then you've got to understand a completely different life, it's confusing for you.
Yeah.
But once you get over it, you're fine.
Plus,
Don't
I
give a
feel like
shit.
it would be easier. Like if you knew your son was gay, the second he come out the vagina.
Yeah.
Like if you could tell, oh yeah, your son's gay, then like you'd grow up just being normal. But I feel like maybe it's the switch of like you don't ever think about it,
Yeah.
and then one day, I mean, usually you can tell, can't you? But
If your child is really like camp from
Yeah.
young, you go,
yeah,
spoiler alert, innit? Like you're expecting this, you go, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But when your son is like a man, like
Yeah.
you do all that shit, and like the chances are you're probably gonna like go to a bar with your son and showing the ropes and things like that. And then he comes out gay. It probably, I think, what the upsetting thing would more likely be is for you to not know he was, so you feel like I felt like I knew him.
Yeah.
And then now there's a whole part that you didn't even know. I think that's the sadder part in it, that you've got to get to know him again. Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, surprisingly. Right. On that note,
Lemon squeezers are shutting down this party.
that's enough about gay.
Why have I read that? What was it for?
Piz. Yeah. For the audio listeners, we have got a table that we draw on weekly, and Lee has written Piz, and I feel like you started to write something, so you've remembered it.
Yeah.
And you didn't finish the word. I would guess pizza.
Why would we talk about pizza?
I don't know.
It's not jogging my memory.
But Piz, I mean, it can only lead to pizza, surely.
Oh, fuck it.
Well, people, it is that time on the podcast. You guessed it. It is time for Lee versus Word. It is time for Lee versus Word, the segment where we give Lee a word to read and we see if he can get it correct.
And I read it out.
And he attempts to read it out. So, the scores are, I believe, three wrong, 2 right. Okay? First to 5. Okay? We haven't thought of a forfeit yet for 5, but if anyone has any suggestions, then please let me know on @LemonSqueezersPod on Instagram. And people, if you're a listener of this podcast, if you're an avid listener, and there's a lot of you, all right, we see you downloading the episodes every single week. We see you, all right. You ain't going unnoticed, baby. All right? I can see your location of where you're downloading as well.
Just get involved.
Okay, so get involved. Get on the Instagram, send me a little message, say, Zach, I want to join the Discord. All right? There we go. Ping, link, coming your way. Join it. If you ain't got Discord, download the app because it's great. All right? Especially in the new crypto world. It's good to have Discord.
It's incredible.
Disco on Discord. Right, I'm coming around your side now, Lee, to write this lovely word.
Yeah. Come round, cuzzy.
All right, don't say anything until I've finished.
All right, okay. So as Zach walks around the room, hopefully he doesn't trip up, rip down the studio. He's currently shaking his pen. He's looking at his phone. Okay. I thought we already knew the word, but clearly not.
I thought I'd make sure I spell it right.
He's making sure you spell it right.
No, don't make sure
No.
you don't say anything because you might get it straight away.
Right. I'm getting scolded. I feel like getting told off.
Okay. Now, people, the word is done. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I think I know it, yeah.
Huh?
I think I know it.
All right. Well, this is the, I would say, this is the poster boy of hard to say words. All right. This was a bit of a risk. I had to say this one because it was sent in by a family member of yours. Okay. It was sent in by a family member of Lee's trying to catch him out. So I feel like this is the creme de la creme of tricky words. And Lee's pretty confident right now.
I don't know, now I'm just sitting and reading it again. I'm thinking...
Can you spell it for me first? Just spell it for the audience.
Quinoa.
Yes. Okay. Do you know what it is? Before you try and pronounce it, do you know what that is?
I don't know. Now I'm looking at it, the harder it's getting. It's like, is this something you can eat? Just
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Granola, whether it's a quinola, whether it is.
What?
Quinola, isn't it?
What?
Is it?
Is that the word? Is that what you're saying?
It's something you can eat.
It's something you can eat, yeah.
Quin, but quinoa or something. I don't know.
What? Just
I don't know.
try a few different ways of pronouncing.
Have I got the first bit right at least?
I'm not saying anything. all
It's
right?
something you can eat,
This is definitely something you've heard.
but you can eat.
You can eat it. It's a food.
Is it like some rare food?
Well, no, I mean you can get it in packets from Uncle Ben. Come on.
Fuck me. Quinn, is it my brother? Is it like, is it Ricky Webb?
Yeah.
He's a secret listener, that guy. Quinoa.
Quinoa.
I know. Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
you say, I want you to say it with your
Quinoa.
chest, boy. All right.
Quinoa.
Quinoa. You locking in that answer?
No, I'm not. Quinola.
Quinola.
It's something like that. Like
He's like a brother of granola.
granola, quinola, or something like that.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah, I like that one in.
All right, Lee's locking it in, and that Lee quinola.
No. What is it?
No, that was quinoa.
I don't even know what that is.
Quinoa.
What even is that?
What even is it?
What even fucking is it?
What even is it?
Oh, fuck you, Rick. Fuck you, man.
It's like a rice sort of thing. Let me get the.
That was a tough cookie, that one.
It's a flowering plant in the amaranth family. It's a herbaceous annual plant grown as a crop primarily for its edible seeds. The seeds are rich in protein, dietary fiber, B vitamins, and dietary minerals.
Yeah. Hard one.
There you go, people. That was Lee versus Word, and the scores are now 4-2.
Cookie. How's it go?
4-2. Episode 99. If we catch you out on episode 99, episode 100, you might be doing a forfeit, baby boy.
What? I never even agreed to a forfeit.
You know,
I'm just like surviving these.
Me and the listeners have. All right, next week we'll make up for it. All right, I'll give
What do you mean, you and the listeners?
I'll give you a slightly easier one. Yeah, I thought quinoa you might have got because a lot of people know it for being the hard word. Do you know what I mean?
Rick's become a chef, so he pulls out some of these weird words for stuff.
Well,
Like he'll say a weird word. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's just dicing up shit. Do you know what I mean? Literally, you just think, really.
well, there you go, people. That was the end of Lee versus Word, and love you all.
That was tough.
That was really so effing hard. Yeah. Okay.
What was that word again?
What's that? What?
Yeah. What did it mean again?
Huh?
What was that word again?
I don't know what it meant.
Oh, okay, don't worry. Let's see if I've got any more notes. Let's see if I
Right,
can
yeah.
dig
What
myself out
about
this hole.
what's his name? Travis Scott.
I heard the news. What? What do you mean?
Fuck.
I heard
Nah.
the news. No, I ain't heard the news. What?
Right, right, people, we need you to join the Patreon so we can buy Lee a satellite dish for his rock that he lives under.
I just don't have any reason to look for people. Like, I don't even listen to his music. Well, what's happening?
Well, you don't know about the 8 people that have died at his concert.
No.
Well, this is
What happened?
this is why. This is why it's so hard to talk sometimes, Lee.
I don't listen to music.
You don't need to listen to music.
Exactly. Why would I be reading for him?
What do
I tell you
you
what,
listen to anything?
Yeah, but I
What?
just listen to like Bitcoin news and sort of educational shit.
Nah, you listen to fucking Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's the only thing I listen to.
Well,
which is
I'm
YouTube.
sure he'd have
I only
spoken
listen
about
to
it.
YouTube. Logan Paul doesn't really post much anymore because he's doing his boxing stuff. You'd be lucky to get like a episode a week, and it's normally like months behind.
Well, Lee,
So what's happening exactly then?
no, we're not just skipping over this, all right?
I'm not skipping us. I'm asking what's
you
happened.
need to start actually learning what's going on
I'm
in
just
the
not
world.
consumed by media. It doesn't really. It's no relevance to me.
Well, it is a little bit because you've got a fucking podcast.
I know it is, but
Got a podcast,
okay.
so it might help a
Let's
little
get him as a fucking a guest because we're really big now.
It
And,
might help a little bit if we know what's going on in the world.
but what actually happened though?
So basically, people got trampled at his concert.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Is he the fella that get like really rouses people up?
Yeah, which is why he's getting a bit of backlash.
And how many died then?
8 or 9.
8 died.
8 or 9, yeah.
What type of people will just?
Well, it's like suffocation, isn't it? It's like they're all piling in. I think a load of people broke in through the barriers. And they're all piling in and obviously just trampled people, and I think they suffocate. I think that's what happens. But basically, he like hypes people up to do stuff like that. I saw a post earlier of him. No, listen, I'm not saying it's his fault, because I'm sure there's a lot of like factors that come into play.
He's on stage, like.
Yeah, but then he's the one they're all there to see. Yeah,
Yeah.
So him hyping everyone up, I don't know. It's a bit of both. He should understand like there's 50,000 people here. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something bad could happen. But then again, the people in the audience, don't be such a fucking idiot where you just start running over people.
Yeah, I don't think he's directly that because all of his concerts are like that, and people know it for that.
Yeah.
I did see like I don't know where I saw it. I think it was YouTube, fucking Netflix or something. But reason he's so popular is because the way he creates an atmosphere is what his big thing is.
Yeah.
So they're going there for that atmosphere. And then
Yeah. But
It should be over.
He's facing a little bit of a backlash for it because
was it like adults that got killed or like 14-year-olds or something like that?
I don't know. I would have thought it was like late teenagers, early 20s.
Like weak people. Yeah, but if you've got a bunch of like 30-year-olds pumping around and you've got like a 14-year-old standing there.
No,
you shouldn't really be in a Travis Scott concert.
I don't think. No, Lee. Fuck you now.
What? I don't know how old they are. That's what I'm saying.
It don't matter how old they are. Like, I think a 40-year-old could get trampled. Oh, he's might come out. That's God. That's God pulling your mic out before you say
What
anything else.
happened there? How did it unclip itself like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I do know that it's not their fault, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. Don't know, man.
You've thrown me now.
The phone, yeah.
But yeah, there's like old videos of like something happening where someone done like
And it's happened
steal
when?
his shoe or something, and like, he's shouting out to the audience to fuck them up.
Really?
So it's like I'm me being on stage performing and you doing something, and me just shouting in the audience like everyone fuck this geezer up.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like so. There's things like that are resurfacing, but then you can take anything like that out of context. When we blow up, you're going to be homophobic. You're going to be a homophobic Nazi. I'm probably going to be something that I don't even remember saying, a racist bigot.
Maybe.
That takes the piss out of people that can't read properly.
Yeah. A middle class twat.
Yeah.
That middle class fucking vegetable boy. Carrot man.
Yeah, there we go. We live and we learn.
You know, it's completely random now. We're just going to start doing what we do best and talking shit. But I've been watching this geezer on TikTok. I can't help not to watch.
What?
But to begin with, I didn't think it was real. And the more I watch, the more I realise it's fucking real.
All right, where is it?
So it's a train spotter in the UK.
Oh, he is real, but he's autistic, isn't he?
I don't know, but he is so happy. Have you seen him?
Yeah, I love it.
He has a camera on his head.
Yeah, there's like a fish.
When I first started watching it, I was like, is this serious? Like, it's not him. I was weird. Like, it was weird. I didn't realise that somebody could love something that much. Mm-hmm. And today, I got a little bit upset for him. I didn't cry, but I was just like my heart kind of was like, ah. And he was seeing his favourite train that's going to go off the line that day.
And he's crying.
And it was crying. I was just like,
Yeah.
he was like, he had like a tear.
And I was just like, wow. And then just when I thought, like, wow, this guy is quite unique, he's got like 2 or 3 other pals that are just as mad. Like,
Just as what?
I don't know what you want to call it, but just as excitable, mad and stuff. Yeah.
I know.
But what's kind of strange about it, I can't wrap my head around, is that he literally looks like he's from the early 90s. Like
him?
Like his haircut, what he wears. He's complete
Yeah, but he's obviously like...
2 decades.
Yeah. But he's obviously got... There's something like...
Yeah, but
going on.
where I'm going more with this, I understand that he's not focusing on fashion, right? That's not what I'm saying, is the issue. But as a parent, you would probably say, look, let's go top man here and let's get some clothes. As a parent responsibility.
Yeah, but then I feel like you just want your kid to be happy. Especially when they're like that.
I suppose.
Like, I just feel like whatever they want to do. Like, my girlfriend's cousin is like really autistic. And he wears a long black like leather coat sort of thing with a like Crocodile Dundee hat. But like the uncle's like normal, like really nice. Yeah. And he wouldn't ever dress him like that. But he wants to dress like that.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you let him do it. I feel like...
I never really thought about it like that. But.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, he's just like, if it makes him happy, then...
yeah,
because he's not a bad looking geezer either, that bloke. Like, if you actually look at him, right, he's not a bad looking geezer.
I mean, I think he's fairly normal, to be honest with you. It was the amount of passion that he had for a train.
Yeah.
And like, I understand, like, because we used to get quite a lot of older fellas, like more retired. They used to come to like with their yard, take pictures of the coaches before they left at like 6 a.m. in the morning. Then they would like get the details of where the coach is going to go in the country, like Birmingham or whatever it is. Then they would drive to Birmingham before the coach, wherever it is. Liverpool.
No.
Liverpool, right?
No. Where was the other place?
Birmingham, whatever it is. Is it? How am I saying that? Is that right?
You're saying it like your brother's just overcooked something.
How is it? How's it said?
B.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah.
R. M. Not an N.
Oh, I don't know. Just say it. Birmingham. I just thought it was Birmingham.
But
like, I don't
like
know.
you burnt the ham.
I never really sat because I don't ever go there or actually know anyone that's from there, I think. But they will drive to the place, get there before the coach arrives, and then take a picture of it. And I personally don't understand the love of a train. I just don't get it. I don't.
Nah.
What is it that? If anyone can explain in the comments below, I just don't. I don't understand.
I feel like it is hard when you're not that type of person that gets obsessed like that. But like, only thing I can think equivalent is if like I saw, even then, like, I wouldn't be like, oh my God. But like, if I saw someone if I went around my mate's house and he had a Charizard.
Yeah, I know you gonna say. I knew you were gonna say that.
But it's like a first edition Charizard. I'd be like, God, that is sick.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I wouldn't like start like crying or anything like that. But someone else might look at me and think, like, why the fuck is that
Yeah, get a life.
little shit thing there sick? It's got to be like that.
I'd get that. Like, I'd get like that over like a Bugatti.
Yeah, well, there we
Something
go.
like that in London.
And then like someone who
I
doesn't like cars,
wouldn't cry, but I would think that's pretty fucking sick.
you would cry.
I tell you what, I did chase a Bugatti down the road once. I did. No, what it was, it's with Dubai.
Did you outrun it?
No, I was just walking back from a shop, and a corner of my eye, I was like, "Is that a Bugatti with a police siren on the roof?" It's the only police car Bugatti in the world. I saw it, and I was like, "I got to fucking run for this because I may not get to see this again." I just run up the road, and it was. I took a picture. Bang,
Bang,
yeah, bang.
bang. Oh wow, so smug.
If you're into Bugattis, because that's my life ambition, is to own one of them.
Yeah,
I really want one of them. So we need more patrons.
Yeah, we do. On that note,
If we get $100,000 a month from the
I'm
patrons,
happy to invest. But yeah, on that note, people, on the Patreon front, sink your ears into a little bit of this, eh?
Stop.
Bonjour, Illuminati. We're just going to put a pause to this podcast so we can tell you how you can show your support and gain bonus content from the Lemon Squeezers.
And give us your money, you stingy.
Lee, you can't say that.
Rewind.
For just £5 a month, you can gain access to bonus episodes, random goodie bags, and a one-way ticket to our hearts.
Every penny goes towards making this awful podcast a little better for you.
So you will trot along down to the f***ing bank and you will fetch me my...
£5. There you go, people. And if you wanna do that, if you wanna show the boys some love, then it's www.patreon.com/lemon squeezers.
No. Was it just lemon squeeze?
It's just lemon squeezers.
Shit.
You twat. Right. I think it's time. I don't think there's many, but it is time for listener questions.
It's time for some listener questions. Woo, 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 woo.
Woo, 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 people. It is time for listener questions. And if you want to get your questions in, people, then get over to the Instagram. It's at Lemon Squeezers Pod. And we'll read them out on the episode. So,
Just like that.
we've only got a couple, three this week. And the first one is from Rob_edits a lot. So shout out Rob. If you want to go and enter a competition, if you're a Crystalia fan, he has done a custom painted pair of Air Force Ones, I believe. And he's doing a raffle for him. £3.50 to enter the raffle. Absolutely nothing. I think there's 400 tickets. So 1 in 400 chance if you buy one. That's not bad odds, is it, really?
Oh, nice.
Get over to his Instagram and you can find the link there. It's Rob_edits a lot if you're into that kind of thing. He says, would you 69 each other for 20 mil each? Get on that table, boy.
Yeah, you suppose you had. Yeah, you would, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But
Yeah. Yeah, that's in the bag. Cool. if anyone wants to give us 20 million each, do you know what? That sort of money, I think our girlfriends would be okay with it. You know, just
my girlfriend would still
Just do it.
complain. She would. I know she would. But I mean, I wouldn't care. It'd have to be done. 20 mil. What's the lowest?
You know what? It's not as bad as these two fellas. Like, if it was you and another girl, I could see the heart break, the heart throb, and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it to her.
Yeah, that.
But as it's two blokes, it's kind of like, but then have to take one for the team, innit?
We have got to like sit here. Let's just say for it, like that's part of the deed. Like you have, the part of the contract. We've still got to do the podcast every week, and
with 40 million combined, I'd look you in the face and be like, I'll do it again.
That's the only thing. Like,
I'll do it again this time.
Listen, I'm running low on funds.
We're talking half of the funds as Joe Rogan right there. You know, like that's big.
That is big.
We could create the biggest podcast near enough in the UK with that sort of easy.
And when they say like, oh my god, like that's amazing. Like, how many listeners you got? Oh, 5.
I literally.
How did you get 20 mil? Oh well.
How'd you get 40 mil? How'd you get 40 mil from 5 listeners? They're just very, very generous. So head over to the Patreon and I'm joking.
Yeah, but
I think £1 million would get this podcast pretty big, to be honest, in the UK. Not on like American scale, but I think with 800,000 advertising and 200 grand into equipment and staff, I think £1 million could get this quite big.
yeah,
To be honest with you.
yeah, it could.
We could be like a YouTube channel of like 200,000, 300,000, I reckon.
I feel like that's probably like what you would do. Advertising is almost everything, isn't it? Yeah. But like you say, like if we hired like 3 people, like I don't know, cameraman, editor,
social or something like that.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
50k a year. Do you know what I mean? That's good money.
Each, yeah.
Like each.
That'll get you very good staff.
Yeah.
That'll be like
Oh well, we want top notch.
A players for that sort of price.
That's 150k gone.
Yeah.
There. So now we've got 850 left. What do you reckon? 50k to splash on studio stuff? Or 150k to splash on a new studio with all the equipment?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
300 grand would actually purchase you a studio, like buy it, no rent. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it wouldn't even need to be that much.
Well, where are you going to get a place for 200 grand? You can't get a house for that.
Yeah, you just build somewhere. Just buy a bit of land, 50k, stick a shed on it.
It's not that easy. It's not. It's
on
not
it,
that
done.
easy. Look, anyway, like, just say we just use it. I think where the growth is obviously the multiple camera angles would massively help. Not just that. It's like getting up and doing it 3 times a day would grow substantially, I think.
3 times a day.
So, no,
Lee,
sorry,
I
3
couldn't
times a
speak
week.
to you 3 times a day.
3 times a week. And all the podcasts are in the morning where we kind of high energy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But at the same time, like, even though we've got all that money and all this studio and all these people, you still won't have a clue what's going on in the news. So it's still going to be a struggle, but it will just be a shinier struggle.
You just pay guests. I'll just pay guests.
Our funds are running out. We're going to have to be sucking a lot.
What, at 40 million?
No, we went down to 1.
I like. I said we could. I think even 1 million.
All right. Anyway,
it's pretty big.
What? Right. Well, how much? What's the lowest? You're 69 in for
100
a man.
for a third mic.
A man comes in here, all right, from Dubai, straight over, loves our podcast. He says, boys, maybe I'll give you accent a miss. Boys, I love the podcast, like, but I'm a gay man, and I really want to see you two. Like, I fantasize. Blah, 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 blah. What's the little? He sits there, watches us. We put a curtain up so your family can't see.
I don't think a million's enough.
No,
It's not enough.
It's not, because
mean,
realistically, we're splitting it. All right, before we do anything with the podcast, the money's got to be 50-50, and then we do whatever we want with it. Yeah.
I think you got to be at least 2.5 million each.
5 mil.
I mean, even that is very like, you know what I mean? I feel like that's very low even.
Yeah.
You know, like.
I'm willing to. I mean, I'm having the discussion with Rosie at that point.
I'm uncomfortable regardless of how much it is.
I'm going for it for 2.5 mil
Each.
Although, like, I'm not willing to put.
It'd be the worst moment of my life. But I understand that people are gay, that it's not obviously bad for them.
No.
But just for me, it's just not my preference. You know what I mean? It's a big task.
It's like a Brussels sprout for you.
For me, it's like eating a live cockroach the size of my hand. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you will be eating a live cock.
I think it'll be fucking easier to 69 you than eat a live fucking cockroach. That would make me fucking disgust. Means that you probably, but you're all right with stuff like that, don't you?
Well, eating the thing.
Like cockroaches.
Yeah.
And that. I can't stand it. Worst thing.
Do you know what happened the other day? There was two boys dressed up in cricket costumes in London, and I was walking past them. They passed me a little leaflet. They were videoing it as well. I don't know what they were doing, but basically it's a new thing of like eating insect-based meals. This company, and it give you a little packet of cockroaches. A little packet of crickets. And I ate them like 2 days after. It was in my car. I was like, I'll try these. They were so nice. Like, it was like barbecue. And they were really nice. And they got loads of protein. So I went online to see, like, I'd actually have that as a snack.
Yeah.
Be a bit weird to pull out.
I know that we're probably already eating crickets in food. I know they are just like putting, if it's like processed into like a cereal bar type thing, and you don't even really see it. For me, it's actually seeing it.
Yeah, that's the mental barrier.
That's the mental barrier. Yeah. Like, insects are just a bad thing. Like, they're just disgusting. I think Kim Jim's got a tarantula as a pet. Why?
Well, she's batshit crazy.
Why? Why?
Well, anyway,
Why?
There you go, Rob. Thanks for that question. But yeah, 5 mil. Get inside me, boy.
Wow, man. Wow. Put that on the table.
Well,
get inside me, 5 mil.
It was that becoming a game of pride of who can make each other come first.
No, to be fair, that would be the game plan. It's like, let's just get this done it as quick as possible.
Oh, you like that, you whore?
Just spit on it for no reason.
Right, the next question is from says, not Lee, I'm his great uncle Pseudo. Is that Pseudo Cream?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Members of the public that discuss you looking at them.
That discuss. No, I'd probably a spell check there.
Do you mean disgust?
Yeah, members of public that you just look at, just fucking disgust you. Because there are people like that, and because the thing is, that's the sort of stuff that's in everyone's head, but we don't speak it out loud.
Wait, can I just point out the fact that I've put up a post saying get your questions in, and you haven't got a question in.
I did.
No.
What I meant by it is what types.
You put, not Lee, I'm his great uncle Pseudo. Members of public that discuss you looking at them. So it's a talking point.
It is kind of a question, isn't it?
No.
It is. Like,
there's no question mark.
What members of public discuss you, basically, long story short.
What members of public disgust me?
Because we all have these thoughts, you just don't say them out loud.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, type of people you just look at and go, I fucking hate you. Like, you disgust. Like, not in like a bad, nasty way, but just in, I hate the idea of you. You're just you.
All right, let's spitball some ideas here. People that cough on the train.
Don't bug me so much.
Kill them.
I don't use trains, so don't bug me enough. I'd say what ones that bug me is old, ignorant women.
Old what?
Like ignorant women. Like old ones. Like they're normally in their 80s and they just moan. They're just horrible fucking... Ignorant. What did I say?
Ignorant.
Oh, I said ignorant.
You said it so fast.
Ignorant.
Old ignorant women.
Ignorant women, yeah. The ones that just... Everything is just not good. I just remember them just being... I just remember like seeing one. I know one. It's one of these women that just... Every restaurant is crap apart from her favourite restaurant. Like... She's like in her 80s. And I remember seeing like this old woman before in like Tesco's, and like I think it was her like 40-year-old daughter was like showing her, what about these fish cakes or something? No, disgusting. Just horrible, like horrible woman.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know if that's an age thing. I don't know if you just get to
I
a
think
certain
it is.
age.
I feel like that doesn't bother me in a way because I just think like, oh, they're just sitting their ways, give a shit. Like some people you just can't argue with. Do you know what I mean? They're never going to see your side. They're just stuck in their ways. Fuck them.
They bug me. Anyway, old horrible women.
I've got another one. People that put their feet up on the train. Kill them.
Oh, yes, rude.
Rude as fuck.
Why would you do that?
I would rather you... Do you know what? I don't mind if your seat has a dog in it. If you bring a dog on a train and you put your dog on a seat, I'm completely fine with it.
Yeah.
If you've got a pet fox, put him on a seat. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you put your feet on the seat, you're a pig.
Oh, yeah.
And loads of people do this.
I totally agree with that one.
Loads.
And on like a 248, like buses and things like that, they do it as well.
Yeah. Don't do that, people. All right? Because it's a simple thing.
I think what really fucking disgusts me, it shouldn't, but it does, is
Oh, no.
kids in parks at night. I'll tell you why, because I remember this. So 2 days before, I went to a park and I put my daughter down this long slide.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at the time thinking, what is all these marks on the slide? Didn't think nothing of it. And then when I went for like a walk at night, that's when I intend to listen to Impulsive. I go about 8:30, get back about 9. But I saw these kids all standing on top of the slide having a piss. Down the slide.
Yeah, that's a piss.
And just when you see kids at parks at night, that shouldn't be... We're talking about teens, like they're like 13 to 16. Like you know better not to piss all over kids' toys. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
They bug me.
Again, that goes back to the thing you said earlier, I feel like the sort of things where you think like, why did I do that?
I never pissed down a slide.
I've never pissed down a slide, but like it probably has happened, or something similar to that has probably happened.
Yeah,
when I've been there and I haven't thought anything of it. But that's like a sort of thing where you grow up and you think like,
that was stupid.
What's that?
Because as kids you think you're kids, don't you? So you think you belong in the park, so it don't matter what you do in the park. Kind of like there's been loads of people I know that smashed bottles of vodka in the park. I've probably done it at the end.
Yeah, it's things like that. Yeah,
because there is something satisfying by smashing glass Isn't it?
And setting fire to things.
Yeah, it's just something so like, oh, it's a small £5 bottle of vodka's empty. Bang, smash. It's like, oh, that's satisfying. But you ain't going to pick the pieces out.
No, yeah, it's a twat thing, isn't it? Saying this, like, this is something that happened to me the other day. When I went in to buy the face paint, I went in a shop in Romford to buy the face paint for the Halloween episode. And some kid come up to me with two of his mates, about 14 or whatever, little chubby boy. And he's like, held his hand out, just stared at me, like held his hand out. And I like looked at him, like laughed at first, and I was like, and then like when I sort of registered, like it took me like 2 or 3 seconds. I was like, no, you're all right, mate. And I walked off, and I just thought, oh, sort it out, you little twat.
Yeah.
But like, that's the sort of thing where when you're a kid, you don't have any shame.
Yeah.
He was trying to be funny, like doing.
I had this experience probably about 2 months ago in Tesco. Coming back from a walk once again, and I go into Tesco to get some milk because I get text normally. So can you grab that on the way back? And there was this young lad, like there's nothing worse than an overconfident, cocky young lad with like 3 girls, whatever, 2 or 3 girls, and he was standing at like. I just walked over to get the water. They're all standing there like giggling. I went and picked a bottle of water off. He goes, "Excuse me, have you got a club card?" So that's all he said. All 3 girls laughed. I was like, I looked at him. I was like,
"Oh, it's such dead banter."
I was like,
as well.
"You're an idiot."
It's such dead banter.
I literally just went, "You're an idiot." Like, and then he said, "Oh, awkward." I was like, why are you asking me if I've got club cards? Get a bottle of water off the fucking... It's not even... I don't get the relevance.
You definitely panicked. It was like... No, I swear I've got one somewhere. Why?
I just put the hand on the bottle in. Excuse me, mate. Have you got a club card? And I was just like, you're an idiot. But I don't think I was one of those kids though, that would say stuff like that.
No. I mean, I wasn't, but I have done a couple things where I think like, oh... I've said about them on the podcast before.
Yeah. Mine's more like a stink bomb. I go to Tesco and run out there.
That's not even that bad.
Probably is for the old people. But once again, I'm not confrontational.
No, yeah,
to public.
But you've hit the nail on the head there. There is literally nothing worse than that cocky boy.
Yeah,
like you said, like the show off.
Yeah.
Like, oh God,
girls like them when they're young.
When they're young,
they get fucked about of them in their early 20s and then hate them by like 25, 26. That's generally
I just think if you don't grow up, like, and you see like the boys, like you can see it from our school, like the ones who haven't grown up and grown out of that, and it's like you end up doing nothing.
It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, but here we are, 28 years old with a comedy podcast.
Yeah,
some say it's funny, some say it's shit. We say.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Fuck them all.
You don't like it? Go fuck yourself, yeah?
Go fuck yourself, bro. How far in are we, Lee? And that's us done.
Is that us done?
That is us done. That was quite a nice episode there. Number 98.
98.
Which means next week's 99. And the week after.
101.
So if we don't 100 people.
100. We're doing it in the studio. We're doing it with James.
James. Hey there, guys. It's me, James.
Telegram.
But yeah, there you go, people. Thanks a lot for listening. If you want to hear more from us, then get over to the Patreon because we do an episode there most weeks. I think we got about 20 something in the bank now.
Have we got one this week?
We've got to do one this week.
We've got one this week.
Got to do one. But yeah, so it's www.patreon.com/lemon squeezers. Even if you don't want extra content, but you want to show some love to the boys for the price of a coffee in London, all right, you can support us, and every single penny goes towards making this podcast a little bit better. All right. Everything you can see on this screen now is because of the Patreons. All right. Love you all. If you're offended by anything we said in this episode, just remember, you're in the right place.
Wrong mood.
Goodbye, people.
You've got the remote. Yeah, you've got the remote.
Bye.